What's this? We're trapped. Aye! A Cyclops! I think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Too fast for you!
This torrent seems well suited to our purpose, if you ask me.
When better to handle it in the midst of battle.
Skin scarce stand. A well placed. Strike to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and unworried shall fall. Arisen, are you all right?
It's time we made for the capital. To inform the people of Vermont that we are risen.
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. A powerful current.
Why, 'tis a treasure in the truest sense.
How exciting. My heart is fit to burst.
A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. What was that sound? Fall back!
They're a useful ingredient.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir. Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. That's worth celebrating.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for... Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that you, and no other, are the Sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to... However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I prefer to stay out of battle, where it possible.
I do wonder...
Powers can be troublesome. Best be on my guard.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
But not at the expense of my duty.
This crowd's good medicine for my wounds. Must remember to dust the shadows. Whatever I might do. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'twent so far away.
All this hustle. The bustle puts me right at home.
There's more
It's
time
a
than
shame.
walk in a saucy room, eh?
Just how I like it.
The rules as your neck.
What a bizarre village that was. I'm still not sure what to make. The villagers stared at me with a bizarre intensity. Oh, surely I'm as plain as they come. It was as though they were...
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, well,
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the Sovran, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
It is our duty to bring the beasts low.
We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.